Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria if you are new here, and today's practice is all about flowing. This is a little bit of a faster paced class. It's still relatively quick, but it will definitely get your body moving and breathing, and the idea is that in doing so, we'll create a little bit of like a rinse through the body. So everything will feel cleansed and invigorated and a little bit more turned on or activated. So you just need yourself and some place to move. This is a little bit more on the challenging side, but whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll get started right away from tabletop. So find your way up onto hands and knees, really creating a broad foundation into your palms. Spread your fingers and then press the pads of your fingers into the earth. Begin to engage the midline. So feel like your thumbs are magnetized and then hugging your inner thighs toward one another slightly as well. With your next inhale breath, start to soften your belly, lift your tailbone, drag your palms back, turn your heart forward, look up with your gaze, cow pose. When you breathe out, press straight down, tuck your pelvis, get really hollow and contracted in your core as your spine rounds, let your head get heavy, tuck your chin to your chest. Again, breathing in, creating the tilt up through your tailbone, look forward with the heart, turn the eyes to the sky. Exhale, press down, suctioning in and up through your core, rounding through your spine. Let's pick up the pace with these cat-cows. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Breathing in and out through your nose. Again, inhale. Exhale, starting to wash that breath through your body. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to a neutral, steady tabletop position. Tuck your toes behind you. And then press into the earth and hover your knees just like an inch away from the ground. Imagine your arms like two solid, strong pillars driving straight into the earth. Spread your upper back space so your shoulders get broader. Take one more breath in here, feeling some heat building in your core. When you exhale, lift your hips, glide them all the way up and back into downward facing dog. Feel the drive into the space between your thumbs and index fingers as your palms reach down and forward deeply into the earth. And then wiggle around here for a couple breaths. Do anything you need to help open things up, creating space into the hips, into the spine, the back of the neck, washing some breath up and down the backs of your legs. Really settling into Ujjayi Pranayama here. So the breath comes in and out through your nose. And as it does, there's a little constriction in the back of the throat. You'll begin to create an audible breath with a sound like ocean waves. Let this be soothing for you throughout your practice. With your next inhale breath, start to lift your heels, round your spine, come all the way forward into high plank, stacking shoulders over wrists, squeeze your front body. When you breathe out, micro bend elbows and knees, tilt your sitting bones up, arching low back, then middle back, then upper back. Then looking forward as you come into down dog once again, waving through the spine. Inhale. Heels rise around all the way forward. High plank, squeeze your thighs. As you exhale, lifting the tailbone, low back, middle back, upper back, arching. So you come into down dog again. Take a few more of these with the pace of your own breath, just riding on those little waves, mobilizing and waking up the spine as we do this. Doesn't really matter what it looks like. Just try to feel that wave coming from the inside out. One more time. Next time you shift forward into high plank, stay in your plank, grow longer as you breathe in. As you breathe out, bend your elbows, lower chaturanga, tuck them in tight towards your ribs. Then start to sink your pelvis, untuck your toes, land your chest and your chin to the earth. Interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. When you breathe in, start to float your heart, your hands, your feet, and your thighs. Create space between your toes. Reach your fists back, thumbs away from your sacrum, and traction from your lowest set of ribs forward through your heart. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, release. Place your palms by the ribs, tuck your toes, lift your pelvis, and then glide your hips toward your heels, creating a little arch of the spine. Resist forward with your heart, so it's like an active child's pose. Inhale, round, coming through hands and knees. Exhale, lift your knees, send your hips all the way up and back into down dog. From down dog, inhale, lift your heels and pivot them toward the right side of the mat. When you breathe out, bend both of your knees. Step flat into your left foot. So the knife edge of that foot is like parallel to the back of the mat. Squeeze your right inner thigh up into your left one, and then peel back on your left hip as the hands reach down and forward, feeling this line of elongation through your left side body. Take another inhale breath and another exhale breath. Inhale, lift your heels, pivot them through center. Exhale, both heels to the left. Stick your butt kind of up and back. Bending both knees. Root the right foot flat. Big toe and pinky toe pressing down. Left side waist is squeezing. There's a cinch there. Right hip is peeling back. Take another breath in and another breath out. Parallel your heels. Breathe in, lift them, round your spine, shift forward, high plank. As you breathe out, lower chaturanga, coming all the way down onto your belly. Soften the thighs and the heart. Interlace your fingers at the base of the spine. Breathe in, shalabhasana, locust, lifting the heart, floating the feet, floating the thighs. Stay for your exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades toward one another and hug your inner thighs toward the midline. One more breath in, elongating. Breathing out, palms by the ribs, tuck your toes, arching your back as your hips come towards your heels. Keep reaching your heart toward your thumbs. Breathe in, round, coming through hands and knees like a cat pose. When you breathe out, lifting the knees, sending the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, pivot your heels toward the right side of the mat. Sinking the left heel, keep the right heel lifted. Palms pressed down and forward. One more breath in. One more breath out. Now this time, step down into your right foot, rooting it flat, and lift your left heel. Right big toe is anchored. See if with your next inhalation, you can lift your left knee all the way up toward the side of your body, keeping both hands down for support. Now turn to look forward, and as you exhale, step. Left foot all the way through to the top of the mat, landing it inside of your thumbs. Keep your right palm pressing down. With your next inhale breath, turn your left fingertips to the sky, coming into a revolved lunge. Dig into your big toes. Pull them in the direction of one another, so your hips actually lift a little bit. Then feel the shoulder blades like a shelf behind you that you could lean back into. Take one more inhale breath. As you exhale, bring your left fingertips down inside of your foot. Flex your left toes, turn them in. Bend your left knee as the right heel pivots to the earth. Sinking to Skandasana, facing the back of the mat. Draw your palms, or rather the right side of the mat. Draw your palms into prayer at heart center or keep fingertips rooted for support. Keep this active by pressing into your right heel. Try to drag it toward your pelvis so the back line of that leg fires up. Take one more inhale breath here, staying for your exhale breath. Next inhalation, press into both feet, launching energetically into warrior two at the back of the mat. Bend into the right knee. Knife edge of the left foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Arms open up wide, shoulders soften away from your ears. Just pausing here. Starting to feel the weight distribute evenly between your 2 feet. Feeling the breath move fluidly through your torso. Take an inhalation and reverse warrior. Left hand down to the back of your thigh. Lengthen your side bodies and then arc all the way up and back. Plug your right shoulder into its socket. Create a little pivot of your heart skyward. One more breath in. As you breathe out, circle both of your arms down to the mat. Place your left palm to the earth and circle right fingertips to the sky in a revolved lunge, breathing in. When you breathe out, flex your right toes, pivot to the knife edges of both of your feet, and start to crawl your right foot a little away from the top of your mat. So we're here in a horizon lunge. Squeeze the space between your left hip and left ribs so that it shortens, and then open up and extend even more through your right side, maybe circling your fingertips forward over your ear. Take a breath in. Breathing out, heel toe your left foot in a little closer to you. See if you can step down into that foot. Pick up your right foot and step it back behind you off the mat. Bend your knees, sink your hips. With your inhale breath, start to press your feet down and forward. Scoop your left shoulder blade underneath of you and open your whole body up into Wild Thing here. Just take this one easy, nice, chill Wild Thing for your first one. You can do whatever you want with your opposite arm. Feel a little hugging of your inner thighs toward one another. Lift and engage into your low belly. One more breath here, inhaling. As you exhale, pivot to stack, right side on top of the left. See if you can pick up your right knee really, really high, breathing in. When you breathe out, big step all the way around to the top of your mats. Slowly landing your right foot there. Now, right fingertips land forward and wide. Press into your right foot. Inhale, open up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Left leg rises to the sky, scooping right sit bone underneath of you. Now, feel the extension of the line of your entire spine. Left toes back, crown of head reaching forward, left side stacked on the right side. Stay here, or kicking the left heel in for Chapasana variation, catching that foot in the air, and then creating like a floor bow action where your left shin is driving back and your heart is reaching forward. Wherever you are, feeling your balance as it calibrates and just letting it be okay if there are some little wobbles, just finding your way in. Take one more breath here, elongate. When you breathe out, pivot to face toward the original back of the mat. Step your left foot down beside your right one and just fold in. Take a breath in and halfway lift, elongating the line of your spine. As you breathe out, fold forward. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. This time with the exhale, place your palms to the mat. Step or jump back, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, energizing your heart forward. When you exhale, belly button to your spine, the hips glide all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, lift your heels, round your spine, coming forward, high plank. As you exhale, bend your elbows lower, halfway chaturanga. Sink your pelvis, your chest, and your chin to the earth. Interlace your fingers behind you. Breathe in, float heart, hands, feet, and thighs. Stay as you breathe out. One more inhalation, inflating a little more. Exhale, palms by the ribs, tuck your toes, hips back, heart forward, active child's pose. Breathe in, round your spine, shifting forward through hands and knees. Breathing out to lift your hips all the way up and back into downward facing dog. With your next inhale breath, heels rise, pivot them toward the left. Spin your right heel down, keeping the left one lifted, maybe playing with a little lifting of the right toes and try to spread them broader. One more breath like this. And then anchor your left heel, lift your right one. With your next inhalation, dig into your left big toe, hug your right knee up towards your outer ribs. And then when you exhale, look to the top of your mat. Softly carry your leg around and step into a lunge, right foot, right thumb. Left palm stays rooted, taking a breath in, turn your right fingertips up to the sky. Really like hug in with the shoulder blades toward the space behind your heart. Then lean back so your heart can elevate and float toward the sky a little more. Take a breath in. When you breathe out, right hand lands inside of your front foot. Flex your right toes, turn them toward the top left corner of your mat. Spin your left heel down. Deep bend into your right knee as you sink into Skandasana here. If you need to lift your right heel, that's always okay. Palms to prayer or fingertips down. Keep energy between your legs. Breathing in, breathing out. Next inhalation, press down. Launch into warrior two to the original top of your mat, bending into the left knee, spinning your right toes just slightly in, and then finding your alignment. Feel for this shape to arrive in your body from the inside out, focusing on how it feels more than the aesthetic. Next inhale breath, Right hand to the back of your thigh, left arm rises, and then take a little lean back into a reverse warrior. Keep hugging left shoulder into your body, into its socket, and then energize through your fingertips. Take another breath in. As you exhale, windmill your arms to the top of the mat. Right palm lands, left fingertips rise to the sky. All your toes turn to point forward for one breath in revolved lunge. When you breathe out, pivoting onto the knife edges of both feet. So all your toes now point toward the left long edge of your mat. Crawl your left foot back to create a little more space, squeezing the right side body to give the left side body a chance to air out and open up. Circle left fingertips forward over your ear as you take another breath in. When you breathe out, heel toe your right foot closer to you, bending that knee. Root your right big toe, and as you do, left leg lifts, circles around, and steps off your mat behind you. Bend into your knees. Right shoulder blade under the back of your heart, bicep forward, tricep back, pressing into the earth. Start to bloom open into wild thing here. Twisting your heart in the direction of the sky. You could catch the back of your head in your left hand if you want a little support to lean into there. Just feeling for what is opening through the front line of your body. One more breath in. Breathing out. Bend your knees to back off. Turn to stack left side on top of right. See if you can dig into your right fingertips, maybe picking up the left knee really high as you breathe in. As you breathe out, big step forward to the top of your mat, seeing how slowly you can travel there, landing your left foot down. Left hand steps forward and wide, right away pressing down, rising up into half moon here. Right hip is stacked over the left one. Create energy in your toes on both feet, feeling the solidness of your foundation. And then if you did so on the first side, you can now kick your heel in, catching that foot from the outside, opening up into Chapasana variation. Steadying your breathing. Just take another inhale breath. And as you exhale, pivot to face the top of the mat. Step your right foot down beside the left one and just fold forward here. Inhale, halfway lift and flee. Exhale, bow, forward fold. One more time, breathe in, halfway lift to lengthen. Breathe out, chaturanga, however you want to get there. Lowering halfway. Inhale takes you into an up dog or cobra, arcing your heart. Exhale, riding that breath back, downward facing dog. Let's pause here. Inhale through your nose. Lion's breath out of your mouth. Stick out your tongue as you sigh. One more. Inhale. Lion's breath, exhale. All right, let's flow this again, linking breath and movement. Inhale, heels rise, round your spine, high plank. As you exhale, chaturanga. This time just breathing in, open up into upward facing dog, heart forward. Exhale, hips glide all the way up, back and to the right. Pivot your heels to the right. Sink your left heel down, stack left hip on top of right one. Then breathing in, root your right heel, lift your left knee high, maybe left arm high or not. You can keep the fingertips down. As you exhale, softly stepping left foot all the way forward to the top of your mat. Right hand anchors. Breathe in, turn your left fingertips to the sky, revolved lunge. Breathing out into Skandasana, sinking to the left side, right toes flex to the sky, palms to prayer. Next inhalation, pressing through the feet, launch back into warrior two to the back of the mat. Staying as you exhale to settle in. Inhale, reverse warrior, left hand down, right arm all the way up and back. As you exhale, cartwheeling the arms around, left hand lands to the earth, right arm to the sky, breathing in, revolved lunge. Breathing out, horizon lunge, rolling to the knife edges of both of your feet. Crawl your left foot in just a little closer, bending the knees, root the left big toe. Pick up your right foot, step it around and back off your mat behind you, then bending into the knees. Inhale, inflates you open into wild thing, reaching right arm all the way around and back. Stay for your exhale, just enjoying this space. One more breath in. Breathing out, stack right side on top of left. Pluck your right toes away from the earth, right knee high, and then softly stepping all the way forward, seeing how slow you can move into this transition. Right foot lands, right fingertips forward and wide. Breathe in, lift your left leg, stack left hip on top of right. Ardha Chandrasana, maybe with the Chipasana, catching for that foot. And then just extend everything out. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, folding forward, left foot lands beside the right. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold down. One more like that. Inhale, lengthen, elongate your whole spine. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog, heart to the sky. Breathe out, belly button to spine, hips glide up, back, and to the left. Pivot your heels left, sink your right heel down, hug your inner thighs toward one another. Now step into your left foot, left big toe roots. Breathe in, lift your right knee high, maybe right arm high or not. Exhale, soft step all the way around to the top of the mat. Land your right foot, and then inhale, open up into revolved lunge. Exhale, Skandasana. Right hand lands, right toes turn a little in, left heel down, left toes to the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, warrior two, launching up, bending into the left knee, arms open wide. Exhale, sink into both feet. Inhale, reverse warrior, squeezing right side, opening left. And exhale, arms cartwheel all the way back down. Right hand lands to the mat. Breathing in, take your left fingertips to the sky. Breathing out, horizon lunge, crawling left foot a little away from the top of the mat, make space. Then walk your right foot closer slightly, bend the knees, root the right big toe. Circle left leg around and back, step it off your mat behind you. Inhale, unfurling into wild thing. Feeling the energetic lift through your whole front body, up from the pelvic floor to your heart space. One more breath in. Breathing out, stack left side on top of right. You can pick up the left arm, left leg, and then softly stepping around to the top of the mat. So slow. Keep your core connected, landing the foot intentionally. Step your left fingertips forward and wide. Inhale, open up, half moon. Exhale, staying or catching for the foot behind you. Breathing in, blast open through your heart. Stay as you breathe out. One more breath. And then release. Step your right foot down beside the left and fold forward. Take a breath in, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Lift your toes, turn them out. Bend your knees, sink your hips low into Malasana. Just hanging out here for a breath or two. Palms to prayer. Really deepening into the creases of your hips as you relax your jaw. Soften or close your eyes maybe. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your fingertips to the mat. Just come to sitting on your knees. So knees to the ground, shifting the hips back to the heels. We'll take a few rounds of breath of fire before we go into our final round of flow. So these are short, sharp exhalations through your nose. And as you exhale, your abs are kind of snapping back to engage that breath out. Palms can face up or down on your thighs. Soften or close your eyes. Just take a regular inhale breath. Regular exhale breath. Inhale halfway through your nose and begin. Keep going. Feel that the inhale breath is an automatic result of the exhale breath. Feel the action of the abs snapping back. Feel your face soft, shoulders soft. Just 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. Release that technique. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Blink your eyes open. Hands forward. Tuck your toes. Hips glide up and back. Down dog. As you inhale, lift your heels, round your spine. Come forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, hips go up and back toward down dog, but then pivot the heels to the right. Sink the left heel down. This time, take a breath in. See if you can pick up your right foot and just hug it to your inner left thigh. Stay here, or maybe left arm cactuses up, and you can extend your right leg forward. Just take one more breath in. Breathing out, if the right foot's lifted, step your right foot down, and then inhale to stretch up through your left knee, left arm maybe, or use fingertips for support. Exhale, circling to the top of the mat, left foot softly, softly, softly lands slower than you think you can. Stepping into your lunge, breathing in, left arm to the sky. Breathing out, Skandasana, sit low to your left side. Taking the inhale right away into Warrior Two to the back of the mat. Exhale to settle here. Inhale, reverse warrior. As you exhale, arms circle around, left hand meets the earth, left heel lifts, right arm rises. Inhale, revolved lunge. Exhale, horizon lunge, rolling to the knife edges of both feet. Heel toe your left foot closer to you. Bend your knee, step your left big toe down. Pick up your right foot, circle it around and back, and then opening up into wild thing, taking a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, stack right side on top of the left. Pick up your right knee really high to the sky and softly transition right foot to the top of the mat. As your foot lands, right fingertips walk forward and wide. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, Chapasana if you're taking it. Everyone, just one more inhale breath to inflate through all the lines. Exhale, bow, forward fold, back of the mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips go up, back, into the left. Heels pivot left. Right heel roots down and right big toe. This time squeezing left foot to inner right thigh maybe. Maybe starting to dig into left fingertips, cactus your right elbow. An option to extend your left leg straight to the side, breathing in. When you breathe out, left foot steps down, and then inhale, digging into the left big toe, right knee high, right arm high, grip the mat with your left fingertips. When you exhale, circling slowly, stepping right foot all the way to the top of the mat into a lunge. Toes are pointing forward. Breathe in, right arm up. Breathe out, Skandasana, bending to the right knee, left toes flip up. Inhale, right away, Warrior Two, back of the mat, opening the arms. Exhale, sinking in. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm all the way up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands around. Right hand to the earth, right heel lifts, left arm to the sky, breathe in. Breathing out, horizon lunge, pivot to the knife edges of the feet. And then starting to crawl your right foot a little closer. Drop your right big toe down, circle left leg around and back. Step the foot off the mat behind you with the inhale breath, catching space in your whole front body. Feel the breath. Feel where it's moving. One more inhalation. Exhale, stack left side on top of right. Pick up your left knee. And so slowly stepping left foot through to the top. As your foot lands, left fingertips forward and wide. Breathe in, Ardha Chandrasana. Breathe out, Chapasana. If you're taking it, catch the foot. Inhale, everyone. Elongate, extend, reach. And exhale, bow, folding in here. Right foot beside the left. Just dropping everything into ragdoll. Hang. Shake out the head. Soften the back of the neck. Decompress your spine. If you need a couple sighs, take them. What can you wash or cleanse or clear out of your body right here? Begin to place your fingertips to the mat and just come down to sitting on the knees once again. Hips to the heels. One more round, breath of fire, bringing the palms face up on your thighs. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale halfway through your nose and begin. Staying conscious that the shoulders are relaxed.
Noticing the intensity of your breathing. Maybe it wants to be a little bit of like a softer breath today, or maybe you're really feeling that fire. Just for 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. Inhale, fill all the way up. Exhale, let it go. You can release any technique or hold over your breath. And just pause here in stillness, noticing what kinds of energies are moving through your body, noticing where you've created heat and what that heat or fire was able to cleanse or just circulate. Sometimes when there's like stagnant, sticky energy in the body, we really feel that in the form of tension. And this type of practice where we're flowing faster and just keeping things moving can be a really effective way to start loosening some of that stuck energy. So just feel into what has released, what has circulated, staying unattached to the outcome. And then from here, you are welcome to come into a seated meditation or just continue like feeling into everything for a while. See where your mind goes, watch your thoughts, and call yourself back to the present. You're also welcome to come into a Shavasana, of course, lying on the back and just spreading out the body to rest. But I will leave you here for today's class. I hope that you enjoyed this little bit of a faster pace. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that down below as well, and you can also join as a monthly donation member. This really, really helps to support me. I hope you have a great rest of your day or your night, and I will see you soon in the next class. Bye.